Good morning. Welcome to Unity Bay Area, Houston. You are in the right place. We thank each and every one of you for tuning in for us today. I'd like to let you know that our sanctuary is set up for 49 seats, and we would love to see you. Everyone turn around and wave at the camera. Let them know that you're here. We've got room. Please let us know and come on in. Our affirmation for today. I have an affirmation on the next screen. I am prosperous as I enjoy my daily blessings. Can you say that with me? I am prosperous as I enjoy my daily blessings. Yes. So the following slide, we encourage you to like Unity Bay Area Houston on Facebook, join our Unity Community Church group, visit and subscribe to Unity Bay Area Houston YouTube channel, and share our Sunday services and events through your social media of your choice. Please share the love that you receive and keep it flowing. And now please rise and join Keith Vivens for our opening song, Love Is My Decision.
Love is my decision. It's up to me to give of my heart. Love is my decision. No one else can tell me to start. And once I decide to change my mind, God will show me how. Love is my decision right here and now. Love is my decision. It's up to me to stand on that bridge. Love is my decision. No one else can make me forgive. And once I decide to change my mind, God will show me how. Love is my decision right here and now. Love is my decision. It's up to me to dance down that road. Love is my decision. No one else can lighten my load. And once I decide to change my mind, God will show me how. Love is my decision right here and now. Love is my decision.
Right now, we'd like to go ahead and pray for Patty Rabaza. Keep playing, baby. If you notice, we're missing a Patty Rabaza this morning, and we love and we bless her. We bless her family, her extended family, and we know that she is taking care of herself, and we miss her very much. Y'all turn around and give Patty a round of applause. You're vital, Patty, and we love you. And God will show me how. Let's sing that last part. Love is my decision. Where is it? My decision right here and now. So beautiful. Please be seated.
Good morning. I'm Katie Ralston, and I am glad to be here today. I am. So let us affirm our service together as we affirm, let's begin our service together as we affirm our statement of truth. There is one presence and one power in the universe and in me, God, the good omnipotence. Did you know you can now leave a prayer request by phone or email? Unity Bay Area Houston prayer line is 903-484-5400. 4841. The prayer email address is pray@ubah@gmail.com. Our prayer chaplains are available to call you back for one-on-one prayer by request. They are. Take advantage of that if you need prayer, especially in these times. It's wonderful. So now please join Reverend Kirti in prayer.
Oh, thank you. And now a time to pray. The foundation of unity is affirmative prayer. And so as we come into prayer, we are seeing our light and our love. So if you would, take a moment and just breathe. Breathe. And feel the intake of God and the outtake of anything that doesn't serve you. Let's just do that again. And feel the energy wherever you are of God, that energy of source that can make all things possible. It is an energy of omnipotence, of all-knowing, and it is an energy of love. And so we bring into our mind's eye any areas of concern, any areas that may need health and healing and wholeness. We bring those into our mind's eye. And as we bring those into our mind's eye, we see the truth of who we are. And in the areas of health and healing, if anything is not serving, if your cells are not moving in the order, we know the divine truth that healing and wholeness are here and present now. And we see it, and we feel it, and we know it, because it may not be here with all of our five senses, but we know through affirmative prayer all things are possible. And if there is any area of relationships that there may be any discord, we bring love into that. We see that person, that group of people, and we hold an invisible heart around us and them, and we feel it. We feel it in our very souls, the love that we have for each other. And we know that any of the world's earthly things have no power over this love of source, this love of spirit that unfolds. And anywhere that there is lack, we bring that in, and then we let go. And wherever there is lack, we see our abundance. We see our abundance, knowing that the power of God is ever flowing, ever sourced. There is no time that God is not. And so we know our abundance is ever flowing in time, in money, in resources, in people. And we take all of this into our prayer. We take all of it and we say thank you. Thank you to the Spirit that lives around us, that lives as us, and that lives in us. And we say thank you and amen and yes. Thank you. I'm trying to crisscross.
Dance here. Thank you, Reverend Kirti. These are the announcements for October 11th, 2020. E-Bulletin. This week's announcements and all links to participate can be found in your Sunday E-Bulletin that was sent out this morning at 7 a.m. Unity Prayer. Join our new ministerial intern, Sonia Perez, on an adventure of affirmative meditative prayer as the heart of the Unity spiritual path. The Unity Way of Prayer is ultimately aimed at the experience of the divine and realization of the practitioner's divine potential. Along the way, there are practical benefits including guidance, healing, and abundance. In this course, students are introduced to Unity's 5-step prayer process and supported in developing their daily prayer practice. This meets Tuesdays, October 20th through November 17th at 7 p.m. If you'd like more information on that, you can email info@unitybayarea.org to register. Celebration Sunday coming up, November 1st. Okay, we have so much to celebrate as a spiritual community and family. We'll be marking this occasion of our 25th anniversary by learning about where this ministry began, who we've lost along the way, and who we've celebrated into this world. So we're actively seeking original members. Might be some of you in here right now or watching. We need you. We need your photos and documents that tell the story of Unity Bay Area Houston. If you've got any of that, please contact Ryan Ruffner to support this special Sunday as we celebrate our church and welcome home Reverend Kira. That's November 1st, which is also the ending of daylight savings time, so we have a lot to celebrate that day. Here's somebody else we want to celebrate. Veterans and Families Project. Unity Bay Area Houston would like to honor our congregants who've served our country this Veterans Day. We would love to have your picture, your branch, your rank, years served, and your tours of duty. A special newsletter honoring our service members will be sent out on November 11th. If you'd like to be added to our Veterans and Families Project, please email Ann Kaywood. Her email address is acaywd@gmail.com. Here's another fun thing, holiday shop. Upscale holiday decor decorations are welcome October 18th through November 8th. That's going to be on Sundays. Donate your fancy, gently loved holiday decorations of all seasons. So if you have Halloween, Thanksgiving, and Christmas, they're all welcome right now. And actually, it sounds like all seasons means Valentine's, St. Patty's, whatever you got. Yeah, all those holidays, if you have it in your closet and you're thinking you never use it, well, your junk is someone else's treasure, and it benefits our church. So here we go. Donate your fancy, gently loved holiday decorations of all seasons to the church on a Sunday, October 11th, today, if you have them with you. I don't. But maybe next week, October 18th, October 25th, November 1st, and November 8th. Those are your days to come bring your stuff. The holiday shop will operate like book sales of the past in the gathering room and by love offering. Contact Ellen Rogers. Her email is ellenrog@gmail.com. One more thing, expanded seating. This is for those of you that are out there watching us. Please know we do have expanded seating now, and we're up to 50% capacity here at church. I'm seeing a lot more folks now, which is great. We have temperature checks, masks, and reserved seating is required. So please see your 1 p.m. Sunday bulletin. That'll come out after the service if you want to reserve your seat for next week.
Please rise. Can you waltz me? Y'all don't mind if we work this out between us as we go, right? This is called jazz. You ready? 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I am healed, whole, and healthy. I relax and visualize. I am healed, whole, and healthy. I am well. I am well. I am healed, whole, and healthy. I accept and I receive. I am healed, whole, and healthy. I am well. I am well. I am healed, whole, and healthy. Angels watch over me. I am healed, whole, and healthy. I am well. I am well. healed, whole, and healthy. I've got love surrounding me. I am healed, whole, and healthy. All is well, all is well, all is well. So beautiful. Please be seated. And at this time, now let's center in love and peace for our daily word by Joe Cesarato.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I like this one. Our word today is prosperity. Our affirmation: I am prosperous as I enjoy my daily blessings. I am comfortable with the person I see in the mirror as I begin my day. I am filled with energy and enthusiasm for my work, my recreation time with family and friends, or time for learning and reflection. My gratitude grows throughout the day as I take part in activities I enjoy and spend time with people I care about. As I prepare for sleep, I am grateful for the blessings of the day well lived. More than money or possessions, prosperity is an awareness of well-being, my ability to enjoy the simple blessings. I strengthen my prosperity consciousness as I bless and appreciate my friends and family and my work. I increase the flow of abundance by sharing my time, talents, and treasure and service to others. And from Psalm 23, verse 6, surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I shall dwell in the house of the Lord my whole life long. Now please join me in our community affirmation. We are grateful for our healthy, conscious spiritual community, caring for one another and the world through shared leadership and love. Thank you.
I send my love over the mountain. I send my love over the sea. I send my love into the heavens, and it returns to me.
Love. Let us just take this moment and bring that love into our very being. Bring that love. Feel the light. Feel the light above you, wherever you are. Take this moment for yourself and just lay down anything. Lay down anything. Lay down the coffee cup. Lay down anything you're holding. And lay down anything that doesn't serve you. Just put it on the floor. Lay it there. And see it just melting away. And now, feel the light, whether it's coming through a window, wherever it's coming from. Feel that light and know that that is God's love. That is source, that is spirit. And that love is present always. It's always present. And we feel that love. Feel it flowing through your blood. Can you feel that right now? Just flowing through your blood and flowing to your heart. And your heart expands. Your heart expands with that love. And you feel that energy of love going out. You know that love is going out into the ethers of the world. And your love is touching people that you never have met, touching people on the other side of the world. Your love is touching the animals. Your love is touching the birds and the bees. Your love is touching the trees. And as we send this love out, we receive. We receive. We feel the love. We feel the love of the birds. We feel as we exhale, we feel the love of the trees coming back into our bodies. Their source coming in and radiating through our bodies. Because as we give this love, we receive the love. The love that is within us, that is a part of us. And so we take this love and we melt into it. We melt into the love in the silence. And we know this love, wherever we are at, whatever physical time and space we're at, we know this love is present. We know this love is in each and every one of us. And we're so grateful. We're so grateful for this love that we give and that we receive. And we feel this love as we look into another person's eyes. As we open our eyes, we look into each other's. We look into each other's hearts, and we feel this love. And so together, we bring the love of our way shower, Jesus Christ, as we say the Lord's Prayer in the Aramaic version that Jesus spoke it. Beloved oneness, breathing life of all, holy is our essence. Create your reign of unity now. Your one desire acts with ours and vibrates light to form. Fulfill this day all need for bread and insight. Forgiveness releases us, and we remember wholeness. We are free from inner and outer deception and walk your path with joy. You are the power of these truths and unite my words, my thoughts, feelings, and actions through this prayer. In gratitude, my heart knows it is so. Amen and yes.
My religion is kindness. My God is in nature. My God is a feeling that lives deep inside. My job's to be conscious. My path's forgiveness. My religion is kindness, and I practice it every day. Everyone has a story. Everyone knows pain. Strip away our mask and find we really are the same. It's the little things we say and do that give us as we can. It's the power of connection, simple loving touch. Forgiveness is kindness. My church is nature. My God is a feeling that lives inside. My job's to be conscious. My path's forgiveness. My religion is kindness, and I practice it every day. Today I'm gonna ask myself, What more can I do to be a radiant child of God and let my love shine through? I'm gonna let my heart be my guide to give the best of me. I'm gonna share my joy, share my love, share my life. You see, my religion is kindness, my church is nature, my God is a feeling that's deep inside. My job's to be conscious, my path is forgiveness, my religion is kindness, and I practice it every day. My religion is kindness, my church is nature, my God is a feeling that's deep inside. My job's to be conscious, my path's forgiveness, my religion is kindness, and I practice it every day.
What a great way to practice it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So good morning, everyone. Good morning out there on Facebook. We're so glad to have all of you here, and also you. And today, if you are out on Facebook, when I ask a question, if you would share what your thoughts are on the comment line, we would be so grateful to hearing from you, as we're making you also an interactive part of our service, because we really know that you're out there with us. Don't you feel them? Don't you feel our Facebook people? Yeah. So today's sermon is the big picture, and I'm going to start it out with a little laughter. Now, that was an instruction. So Fred comes home from college, and he almost has tears in his eyes, and he's like, "Mom, I'm not sure I'm your son." And she's like, "What?" And he says, "I took this genealogy test, and none of my DNA matches anyone in my family." And she's like, "Well, that can't be." So she picks up the phone and she calls her husband, and she says, "Honey, Fred says that he might not be our son because his DNA test doesn't match anyone in our family, and he also told me it matches this family across the city. And so I'm just so worried. Is he our son?" And the father just shouts out right away, "Well, of course not. He's not our son." And she's like, "What?" And the father says, "Well, it was your idea." And so she's like, "Well, I don't understand." And then he starts explaining to her, "Well, remember that night we were in the hospital and they brought that baby back in, and that baby kept crying and crying and crying, and you finally said, 'Go out and change him.'" And that's exactly what I did. And didn't I do a great job? So that's funny in numerous ways. Thank you. Thank you for following my instruction to laugh. Here's another question for you. Do you ever feel like you're adopted? Yes. Do you ever feel like, how can that sister be thinking that way? Or how can that brother, how can we be born in the same family and have such different views? Yeah. And how often does it maybe, it's a little bit hard to be spiritual around your family? I don't know who said it, but someone said, it's easy to be spiritual until you go home for Thanksgiving dinner. And especially now in our times, because we have such differences in opinion for the coronavirus or worldviews, or there are such big differences between people. And even with my friends sometimes, I'm wondering, how can I be such close friends with them and have such big different views? And I think the reason is because we all have different experiences. We all have different experiences, and we all stand in a different place when we look at the world. And because we have different experiences, and where we're standing makes up the picture that we see. I want to show you this video. And it's a piece of artwork that's being created. So let's go ahead and start that.
This may look like just a jumble of old painted plastic and wire, but when you take a step back, you see it for what it really is. A remarkable sculpture suspended in mid-air. People say that perspective is everything. Well, artist Michael Murphy's work literally depends on your perspective. You'll only see the image if you're standing in the exact right spot. Giving his sculptures this effect requires an intense level of planning, mapping out where each seemingly random piece of puzzle needs to fall to create an image our eyes understand. Take the Google piece he's working.
Isn't that interesting? Yeah. And so that artwork depends. So we have these random pieces of material hanging. And where we're standing makes a difference on how we see the big picture. And so I think this is a great metaphor of how we see the world and why our opinions are different. If you take each of those pieces of artwork and say, that's an experience I had, or that's an experience they had, and then I'm standing here and looking at it, I'm going to see a different picture than you standing here and looking at it. Now, sometimes what I think happens, though, is people decide, I want you to see the picture I see. And sometimes when we do that, it brings up sometimes a volatile situation, a little bit of anger. Have you ever been angry around something? To be honest, I've been angry. Sometimes I get angry about the injustices of the world. And what's worse is I get angry that people don't see those injustices the way I see them. And then I get even more angry that they don't want to solve the injustices the way that I want to solve them. I had a friend the other day, she's a Unity friend, and she asked me this question. And she said, Kirti, what do I do when I'm in world situations and I'm in discussions and I'm angry, I'm frustrated? What do I do? And I thought about that question, and then it also brought to mind the question of how do we live relevant spirituality now? How do we live that? How do we get ourselves out of that situation? And so I prayed that the right answer might come to me for this talk. And this is the answer that came to me that works for me. And the first thing is to realize that each individual has their own experiences. And once we realize that, we can look at where are they standing. Are they standing, maybe they've just lost their job. Maybe they're getting ready to have a baby. Maybe they have had health issues. Maybe they've made a big sale. We don't know where they're standing when they're looking with all of those experiences behind them. And so that's the first thing that we would do. We would look at their experiences. And here's the second thing we would do. We would infuse love into the situation. Infuse love. Now, before we infuse love into the situation, though, we have a more important place to infuse love, and that's in ourselves. We have to love ourselves. We have to love this body. We have to love this divine mind. We just have to love ourselves. And the other thing we have to do is we have to forgive ourselves. I know I've had plenty of times where I've dealt in the coronavirus and all of the world issues, maybe not in the best place. And I know there have been times when I've had opportunities for growth that I've gone, nope, I'm going to let that go right now. And I know I've had times where I've had my ego win, edging God out. I've let my ego win. But if I infuse love into the situation, love into myself, then it is so much easier to infuse love into others. It is so much easier. And when you're infusing love into the situation, when you're infusing love into yourself, when you're infusing love any place, you are also living our vision statement. Our vision is a world powerfully transformed through the growing movement of a shared spiritual awakening. So here's a question to you. What does spiritual awakening mean to you? Out there on Facebook, what does it mean to you? What does it mean to any of you?
Being our true selves.
Being our true selves, our essence of God. Thank you, Keith. Anybody else have?
Seeing God in everything.
Seeing God in everything. Thank you. Yes, yes. So a spiritual awakening, I know, is being in a world of love, not hate. A world of gratitude, not fear. A world of abundance and not lack. It's living in a world of love and peace and being our God's self. And so as we are bringing love into the world, we are also living our vision statement. Okay? We're living relevant spirituality now. Now, I have a little bit of problems with this, getting my hands around transforming the world. So how about if, for me right now, I change it? Our vision is two people powerfully transformed through the growing movement of a shared spiritual awakening. So I have a much better chance of doing that, since I might be one of those two. Yes, yes. And so when I infuse love into the situation, when I infuse love, I maybe can transform two people. And those two people can transform a room. And that room can transform a spiritual center, and we can go on and on. Because that is what living relevant spirituality now is. And the other thing it is inspiring minds, awakening hearts, and empowering lives through the teachings of Jesus Christ and other expressions of universal truth. Because what did Jesus teach us? To love one another. To love one another. And so, when you infuse love, you are living our vision, you are living our mission statement, you are living relevant spirituality now. And I'm going to ask you this question, okay? Why do people give money to causes? Why do you give money to maybe a food bank or a animal shelter or a tornado relief? Why do you give money? To help. Right, to help others. Because people want to help others, and they also want to make a difference. Every one of us wants to make a difference in the world. And so there's another way that you can live our mission statement, and that is to donate money. To donate money to Unity Bay Area Houston. Now, why do I say that? Because we cannot be inspiring minds, we cannot be awakening hearts, and we can't be empowering lives if we don't have what is here. If we don't have this wonderful music team, if we don't have this sanctuary, if we don't have these wonderful things. And as you give to Unity, you are being the difference. Have any of you out here ever been inspired by the music? Really inspired? Woo! Well, when you give and you donate to Unity, you are the musician. You are the musician. Have any of you heard a talk that truly awakened your heart? When you donate, you are giving. You are the person giving out that message. You are awakening hearts. And have you ever wanted to let our children know who they are? That they are the essence of God, that they are. By giving your donation, you are telling children, you are the teacher, telling them who they are. They are. And so, the other thing is, when you give your monies, and I'm inviting all of you guys on Facebook that maybe have not been here ever physically, you are here with us. I'm inviting you guys to also be a great musician, also be a great teacher, also be a person that awakens hearts, and donate. And I would love if you're a first time or second time donator, please let us know. I would love to thank you personally. And whether you decide to donate or not, I can promise you this, and I know many of you in this room can agree with me, that all of your donations will come back to you 100-fold. They may not come back in the physical sense that you sent them out, but if you look for them, they will come back to you 100-fold, because that is the law. That is the law of giving and receiving. That's the law of love. So I'm asking you to give because it feels good. Just give because it feels good, and think about donating. So what I'd like to do now is affirm our vision, our mission, and our core values together. Our mission is to inspire minds, awaken hearts, and empower lives through the teachings of Jesus Christ and other expressions of universal truth. Our vision is a world powerfully transformed through the growing movement of a shared spiritual awakening. Our mission is to inspire minds, awaken hearts, and empower lives through the teachings of Jesus Christ and other expressions of universal truth. In all that we are and all that we live, we value unconditional love, connection, authenticity, inclusivity, trust, and compassion. We are living relevant spirituality now. So I want you to take that in as you go through your week, that any time that you infuse love, you are living relevant spirituality now. And also, because you know who you are, that you are the expression of God, and you know that when we stand together in the foundation of love, when we stand on that ground and we stand together, we can all see the big picture. And the big picture is that there is a God that is always there, that is always loving, that is all powerful, all knowing. And that God, really take this in, that God lives in you. That God is always around you. And that God is a part of you. And so we stand, we can all see the big picture, that when we infuse love, we can transform the world through a shared spiritual awakening. Amen and yes.
Now is the time that we joyfully share our individual abundance with the community that gives us so very much. For those that are watching on Facebook and YouTube, we hope you will consider supporting Unity Bay Area Houston through an online donation today. Together, let us say our gratitude affirmation. We are grateful for an abundance of resources flowing through our ministry to meet every good and to invest in the highest good for our spiritual community. So thank you, Reverend Kirti, for that wonderful talk of what our donations mean to this sacred place and this spiritual community. So for the month of October, actually we do this all the time, but for this month especially, we're placing the spotlight on our general fund. So if you want to give, this time let's do it for the general fund. We choose to support this ministry with a focus on the unity principles and the people and programs that give expression to us and through us to the world around us. Please join us in a focused affirm contribution to our general fund in honor of our staff, the core resources that allow so much good to continually manifest. It takes a village to run this church. This is not in the script, but I just, all of you out there, you're so much a part of it. But this building, the nuts and bolts of having a spiritual community, we are in the world as well. So yes, if you love this community, if you love how you feel, if you've never been here, if you want to contribute, your contribution, no matter what size it is greatly appreciated. We have a staff here that works hard. It's a small staff, and they're mighty, they're powerful. We have a few people. So we've got Reverend Kirti. We have Reverend Kira coming back. And hasn't she been great while Reverend Kirti's been gone? We're so lucky. What an abundance. We have 2 reverends, right? Our little church. And we have our musicians, and we have our staff. We have a little staff, but they're really super mighty. We've got Ellen's on the staff as well, and Ryan and Wendy, and then also, is it Angelina? Angelica, who we don't often get to see. Angelica takes care of our littles. So they do a great job behind the scenes. So again, I just want to encourage you, even if it's a small gift, just give it with love and know it's so appreciated. I'm going to cry. We have a love offering plate in the back for guests who are with us today in person. Otherwise, you can go online. So for those of you that are online, we have 4 ways for you to give to Unity Bay Area Houston. So thank God for the Postal Service. Yes, because you can still do it the old school way, mail a check. That would be to Unity Bay Area Houston at 1911 Highway 3 South, League City, Texas, 77573. Or you can go online, you can click the donate buttons or the active links in your Sunday e-bulletins or weekly newsletter. You can go to our website, www.unityofbayarea.org, and click the donation button. You can even text your offering, right? Text the word GIVE, G-I-V-E, to 281-595-1648. So again, whatever you want to give, it's greatly appreciated. Thank you for the many ways you can support Unity Bay Area Houston. So let's bless our offerings. Ready? Divine love as me blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive.
So before we start, this is a song that came to me on Monday that Keith brought to life shortly thereafter. I'm going to request that on the video that the PowerPoint is what's seen during this, if you would, for me, instead of me, because I'm just up here reading lyrics. Thank you. 1, 2, 3, 4. My soul has found a home, and here my soul awakes. I share what I have, and that's what it takes. This place is more than a place. The truth we find source at our core, much more than I can see or hold, more than a place, more than a place. For my good, I choose to live my life. For my love, I choose to be. My prayer for all I have received, to give gratefully. Oh, my soul has found a home, and here my soul awakes. I share what I have, and that's what it takes. What does it take, Keith? Oh, this place is more than a place. The truth we find more than can be. Oh, much more than I can see, feel, or hold, more than a place. My soul is home. Now put 'em. For the good, I choose to live my life. For my love, I choose to be. My prayer for all I have received, to give gratefully. Oh, my soul has found a home, and here my soul awakes. I share what I have, and that's what it takes. Say it with me. I share what I have, and that's what it takes. Oh, I share what I have. I have what it takes.
Very nice.
I have to have everyone rise. Everyone. Let's give them a big hand. That is just... That is divine love, divine mind, divine music. Thank you. That is just the most incredible thing, isn't it? Wasn't that great out there on Facebook? That's making me cry. That's just so good. So yes, let us thank our great music team, Keith Vivens.
Thank you. Thank you.
Patty, we know you're there. And Ellen Rogers, thank you. And I want to thank some really special people, even more special than my husband who did the daily work, but our AV team, Carol Curtis, Brent, Alan, and Kaywood back there, Mark, I'm looking at your last name. No, I'm sorry, I meant Murphy Webster. I know Mark Kirby. So, but all of you guys know, honestly, you are the heart that makes us reach anyone. And so thank you. And then I'd also like to thank our visuals who help us every week. Carol, too. Carol's always here. Carol, actually, all of them are always here. Ronnie Kennedy, Amy Grobleski, Jeannie, and Ann Kaywood. You guys, thank you so much. And then I'd like to thank two very special people. Katie, thank you. Katie is always going to be one of my most special new members because she was the first new member that I ever had a new member orientation for. Yay! And then Joe, my husband, is special just because he's my husband. And so we've had a time that what this is all about, this service, what unity is about, is it's not about things. It's about people. It's about people. It's about each and every one of you. That we can make a difference. We make a difference through our music. We make a difference through our facilities. Now, and I miss this part, because when you give to Unity, you may feel like you're just giving to pay our water bill and our mortgage and our electric bill. But what you are giving for is this. It is the education and the growth and the learning, and more importantly, it's the love that each of us brings to a wider world. We all bring that love. So now together, let us affirm our prayer for protection. No, we're going to affirm our community affirmation. Thank you, God, for our spiritual community. We rejoice as all our prayers are answered. We celebrate divine abundance as we give and receive in generosity and love. Unity Bay Area, Houston is grateful for all our blessings, and we are prosperous.
Yeah. You ready to do this, baby?
Are we all right?
Let's stand up.
1, 2, 3. I release and I let go. I let the Spirit run my life, and my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggles, no more strife. With my faith I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. I release and I let go. I let the Spirit run my life, and my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggles, no more strife. With my faith I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. I release and I let go. I let the Spirit run my life, and my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggles, no more strife. With my faith I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God.
And so now let us affirm the power of protection. The light of God surrounds us. I am the light of God. The love of God enfolds us. I am the love of God. The power of God protects us. I am the power of God. The presence of God watches over us. I am the presence of God. And wherever I am, God is, and all is well. Amen. And let's go and live out our spirituality.